Hey you guys, this is Beth from Dainty Daisy Merchandise. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I'm a part-time reseller and a stay-at-home mom. In today's video, we will be continuing our Goodwill Bluebox unboxing with Dr. Lori. Dr. Lori has a PhD in antique appraisals. She's also an award-winning TV personality who's been on some of my favorite shows like Antique Roadshow and The Curse of Oak Island. If you missed part one, be sure to go check it out. We had awesome reseller tips and lots of jewelry for sale. If you're interested in any of these pieces, be sure to check the description below where you can find links to my shops and also my email. And in this video, we will be doing our monthly giveaway. If you're new to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of these free giveaways. This month, we will be doing a lovely jewelry jar. Be aware of scammers throughout this giveaway. These are always free and just a way to show you guys my love and appreciation for all of the knowledge and support that you show on this channel. So we'll go ahead and switch over to the unboxing portion of the video. 925 Italy.
Well, always good.
It's always nice to have those extra chains, especially 925.
And then the Italians, of course, the sterling silver out of Italy. Oftentimes those are the base chains for gold plating or gold overlay or vermeil. And on my website, all of the jewelry marks and what they mean are listed. So that could be helpful at drloriv.com. Do you have any, I don't know, I thought I saw rosary beads, but maybe it's just other beads.
All right.
Oh, see, now this is similar.
Next handful.
You poor thing, you have to unravel everything, untangle.
Yeah. Yeah,
oh, that was easy. That was easier than I thought.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad. I've gotten better. My subscribers have helped me a lot with like twisting your fingers or
the pin. I like the pin.
The pin is, oh my gosh, it's a lifesaver.
You can have all the straight pins that you use for sewing and then put a piece of foam core underneath a piece of textile, right? So foam core, like backing, and then a piece of textile. I don't care what it is. A cotton dish towel will work. And then the straight sewing pins. And if you have a lot of tangled little chain necklaces, you pin one edge and with the pin, and then you can move and pin the rest of it as you sort of figure out where do I have to go under to unknot the pieces. It does work.
Very clever.
It works very well. Works very well. So yeah, subscribers are smart.
They are, along with you, of course. Your channel is always extremely helpful with all of your tips.
A lot to help with. That's a great necklace.
I love this.
Yeah, I love this.
Wonderful.
Why do we love it? We love the heart. We love the multicolors. We love the see-through beads. We love the shape of the heart. We love the shape of the beads, the consistency. I love that whole deal.
I think it is a beautiful necklace.
Beautiful necklace.
Very
that one's a big winner. How it got into that box, but we know with Real Bargains, a lot of great stuff gets into these boxes.
Oh my gosh, incredible bargains. I cannot recommend these boxes enough.
Yep.
Especially for us resellers. And I don't have particularly a lot of time. I have 3 little ones. One just started school. So these boxes are just easy to sell and get in and out.
All right. Oh, cool. Looks like
Relay
a mark.
for Life. This interesting little.
That's a Relay for Life from cancer support fundraisers. Those are nice. A lot of people do collect those.
That's good to know. Usually
I know all of us are going through that, So yeah. That's a nice piece. And obviously has silver plating.
Oh, it looks like we might have found the other end to that.
Oh, to the one we were talking about with repeat. That's nice beads. Those beads are nice.
I like
that's
these.
Obsidian. See the sheen?
And they've got some nice weight to them.
Yeah, those are nice. I like that. Well, somebody talented, not me. I can't draw you a stick figure, make anything. But, somebody talented could do something with this stuff.
I do like to paint, but my grandma is a jewelry maker, and she's extremely creative and wonderful.
Wow. Isn't that fun? Well, there's an art gene in families.
There is. And, we like to sew, we like to do, and I get it from my mom. My mom is just as creative as I am.
That's wonderful, though. And those are things that you keep for a lifetime. This is how those things get handed down. That's a nice looking clasp, too.
It is. It's a nice clasp. It looks like it still works, maybe. Let's see. All right. Yep, it does work.
That's nice.
And I like the different shapes.
Yeah.
And I would definitely, those are pieces that I would resell. A lot of people are really interested in those beaded necklaces.
And then basic all one color people like too.
Yes, yeah. And I tend to find that, you know, if they do have some of those little the metal spacers and stuff, people do like that as well.
And I just want to do a thumbs up to you, Beth, because you are so quick. You are so quick to unwrap something, to get something untangled. I'm like, wow. I'm looking at that thinking that's all tangled. You're like, boom, boom, and it's untangled.
I'm telling you, I've learned a lot. I'm a professional jewelry untangler these days.
You really are. And then the thing is, you also have to be slow. Don't be too quick.
Yes.
So, you know, this looks sort of like a Talbot's kind of thing.
I agree.
One of those stores.
Yeah, I agree. The metal doesn't look like a too much of an older necklace either.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah. It's another piece I would resell on a lower end or add it into a jewelry jar.
Right. Looks pretty good.
All right, I've got a single earring in here. See if I can untangle it quickly.
Well, I think they're doing a little better as they're, you know, tossing stuff into a box. I think at least they're not sort of, you know, scooping everything up and then tossing it into the box. It seems like it actually is being, you know, looked at one piece at a time and then goes into the box. That's a little metallic. Nice. Huh. That looks like an eyeglass chain.
It is. It is an eyeglass chain. It's got those.
Crystal. Yeah. Reader. I mean, I don't know. The readers, I don't usually have a chain, but for the sunglasses, I tend to lose a lot of pair of sunglasses. So I tend to connect them with those. That's nice too. So you've got a whole bunch of these beads. Wow. Yeah.
Chains. All right. This pull through.
This is okay.
Yeah, it's going to go in a lot box.
And I think most people would feel that way.
People are interested in those individual lot box pieces. I do sell them individually. I sell them for a very low price, but they do sell too.
Nice.
All right, turquoise.
70s.
This is very light.
Very light. Probably the 70s, 80s, because it has the filigree spheres, and then it has the oval fake turquoise or faux turquoise, and then it's actually these intermittent twisted chains. That's pretty typical of getting out of the 1970s, late 70s into the 80s. Nice.
Yes, it's a nice chain. I would resell this, you know, lower end again, maybe between $5 and $10. Closer to 10. All right, because there's a lot going on. You know, there's a lot of material, so you have to think about, you know, how much material is put in. It still has a clasp that is not broken, you know, and again, you know, you have to think about your time and such. That's a nice piece. I would think that's unmarked. It is unmarked, and it's very light, almost giving me like an aluminum feel to it. Yeah, stainless steel, something. Yeah, that I'd be in that couple bucks kind of. Or off to my daughter's collection. Okay, this I like. I do too. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. Nice prism crystal. That's nice. The chain's got a little bit of wear on it, but I like that pendant a lot. I almost want to take it and put on another chain. I have one that's similar to that color. It's funny you'd say that because I was going to suggest that. Awesome. Don't like that chain. I like the pendant. All right, we've got a lot of beads today. Got a lot of beads. But so you know, do you find that people buy beads in groups? Like, you know, I know when I see beads, I'm like, oh, I want that color and that color and that color. That's exactly what I was going to suggest. If they are similar tones or, you know, if they're similar designs, I do sell them together and they sell well. Yep. All right. So we have two sets here. I like this purple, like plumish color. And mainly yours is your Etsy store, right? Yeah, my Etsy and my Poshmark. Poshmark is where a lot of things go. My Etsy is more of my vintage or high-end pieces. Okay. Okay. But so, Poshmark, man, people love those costume pieces on Poshmark. Yeah. Yeah. All right. I like both of these, and I would probably sell them as well. I do too. The purple and the different colors I like. I do. I like that purple tone. And then I have to say that the opportunities now for so many pieces of costume and faux jewelry, yes, it's nice for you to have an opportunity. Like I'm very, very conservative in terms of my what I wear. And
this gives you an opportunity to be able to sort of branch out and say, you know what, I'm going to put on something I wouldn't normally put on, some statement necklace or a brooch or a big watch or a small watch or whatever it might be.
Gives you some opportunity to try something new.
So I think, all you and all the other resellers are doing a great service to have us basically say, hey, you know what, I'm going to try something new and not do the same thing you've been doing for, 15 years kind of thing.
And it's nice to switch it up. It's nice to try something new. So this is actually kind of like a olive green, like a darker green. The light's not picking it up as good, but it is like a greenish color.
Yeah. I have to say, now those are stationary. Those don't move. Each one doesn't move, right?
You're right. That it is stationary.
That's good. That's good because when it lays on your neck, it looks right. It doesn't kind of one falls into the other. Yeah. That's a nice piece. I think that's a nice piece.
I think so too. And I'm particular about my statement necklaces because some of them can get, again, it can just be frustrating to package and to store.
I like the thickness of that chain too.
I do too.
Because when you have something big like those big pieces, first of all, you have to have something that's going to support the visual weight of those individual geometric pieces.
So it doesn't look way down, So
it doesn't get like, oh, this chain is trying to hold up these things. You have to, the visual weight has a lot to do with it too.
All right, we have a bracelet. I like looks like maybe some more enamel.
More enamel on a very bright silver.
It is. And, I haven't seen this design before, but I don't think it's any particular designer.
No, I don't think so.
Any markings?
I think that's probably mass produced in Asia.
Okay.
Yeah, nice.
All right, this is a single earring. I'm going to put this in my single earring pile.
All right.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure these are all plastic. They feel plastic to me.
Plastic, warm to the touch, cold to the touch, these kinds of things.
Yeah, it's warm to the touch, and just that really light
and kind of slick. Like if you rubbed it between your fingers, if you rubbed it between your fingers like I am, you rub it between your fingers and it kind of feels almost slippery or slick. That's usually plastic.
Mm-hmm.
These are tips that I want you to be able to use. These are the types of things that I talk about a lot.
And they are wonderful, and I so appreciate you letting us know that, especially for people like me who are not, I don't have years of experience.
The thing about you is, you have the information, and you know it for you, but I want you to be able to go, oh, this is what I'm thinking. People say this to me, and have said this for me for 25 years of me being on stage doing appraisals. They'll say, Dr. Lori, what were you thinking when you saw that? So it made me have to think, okay, what am I thinking? What am I feeling in my fingers that I have to get out of my mouth so everybody else can understand what I'm thinking and how it relates to the object?
That's very good advice. Very good advice.
That's a pretty nice piece.
It is, except for these different colored, I don't even know what you want to call these.
Okay, so those caps are different colors. One's silver, one's gold tone.
Right. So looks like maybe the coating just wore off this one.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, because it doesn't seem like they've replaced that one.
But I will say, even with this, since it's going to be behind your hair or, on the back of your neck, people still buy it. So.
Oh, sure. Well, that's not a big deal. It's not broken. It's not damaged. It's not, no, I don't think that's a big deal. Now I have longer hair, so I can hide stuff, but,
And I am the same. So I don't mind it as much. Okay, Avon.
You have gorgeous long hair.
Thank you, Dr. Lori.
Well, you do. Let's see. That's nice. That's, Avon, that keyhole. Do you see the keyhole clasp? Looks like a little keyhole. Yeah. That little clasp bothers me because I have a harder time getting it in there, closing it. Yeah. So I think, and as we get older, we have these things, but I would say that particular piece, you can put it right over your head.
Yes. Yep. You really can.
So,
and again, save us that work with that clasp.
Yeah, so the heck with the clasp and just put it on your head. Yeah. Put it over your neck. That's nice.
All right. So these are the type. I like this statement necklace, but it's hard to resell these because it's just packaging and storage.
Oh, really?
They can get tangled up so easily.
Okay. So if you were to take tissue paper and wrap the bottom. So say you're going to put it underneath the statement part of the necklace and then on top of it and then roll it I think that probably will help. And I learned that in museums
That
because
is so smart.
in working with artifacts that had beads on them, we would often roll. But when you roll, you have to unclasp the clasp,
Okay.
put a piece of tissue paper underneath, and then fold it over the, I don't know how to explain it. Then, so here's the necklace, right? And here's the beads. You take the tissue paper over, the necklace is down here, and the beads are down here, put it over, and then roll the whole piece. And then you have the two elements that would make the clasp that would come together.
Gotcha.
Okay. And then you'd wrap those in their own. And then you have to probably tape the tissue paper of the clasp part to the bottom part. And then it becomes one sort of like roll, almost like if you're making a jelly roll in baking. Okay.
Yes.
And then basically you put that into the box. And then when they open it, it gets open and it's not going to be all, a mess.
It's so clever because I find that, these can be very hard to package and store. So that's a great idea.
Yeah, a little bit of tissue paper goes a long way. And remember to unclasp it and then roll it within the tissue paper in two parts. That might help some folks when they're doing that. And that comes from museums because when we have to, move an exhibition of artifacts, and a lot of artifacts were jewelry. I mean, we did a lot of jewelry exhibitions.
Right.
They would need to make sure they got to the next venue, the next museum location in good shape. So I'm sure a lot of your subscribers, because I know a lot of my subscribers, a lot of your subscribers have a lot of tips.
Yes. Oh my gosh. You guys are just like, I can't get enough of it.
I'll try to do a how-to video of some of those tips one of these
That would be great. Yeah. I know my subscriber, I would enjoy that. So yes, please.
What else have we got here?
All right.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So they've got some rings that move around.
See, I bet you there are matching earrings to that. If this manufacturer did not make those little hanging balls with the gold hoops at the bottom, if they didn't make those into earrings, then they're just dumb.
Yeah, then what are you doing, right?
Yeah, what are you thinking? I mean, because that definitely would be a cool set.
Yes. And sometimes I get lucky and they'll pin the earrings onto the necklace.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Yeah. And it is so nice when you find
and then the law of thirds is being used here, obviously. So you've got the three sort of hanging pendant elements, and then you've got the three strands. That's a nice piece.
And you know what? It's even more frustrating when you do research on it and you find out there's a pair of earrings with it.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, why? Why didn't I get the earrings?
And you would resell that, correct, Beth?
I would definitely resell that.
Yeah. These drive me nuts.
The Alex and Ani.
Oh, these just drive me crazy. But people do like them, but they drive me crazy.
They do like them. I'm not particular on them either. But, people do love them. And I only sell the ones that are really, I found one with a big gold 4-leaf clover, and those are nice to resell. But these ones, I usually include them in a lot box.
Yeah, okay.
All right, we're going to get another handful.
Okay. Fun. So fun. So much fun. New handful. Yay.
Some of these pieces were pretty heavy. Oh, look at that.
Oh. Huh.
That tiger's eye looks like.
Looks like it's very straight for a tiger's eye.
It is.
Do you think it's a composite?
It definitely could be a composite.
Yeah, looks a little faux. Omega necklace, which is somewhat out of style.
And I have found that is very true. Omega necklaces do not sell like they used to, at least in the last couple of years, I feel like.
Yeah, in the last 5 years, they've really gone out of favor. They were very hot in the 90s, 80s and 90s. Some of them are 18 karat gold. Some of them are sterling silver. So if you see an Omega and you say, hey, it may not be my style, but I want you to look for the mark, because you could have 18 carats of Italian gold in your hand, even though it's in an Omega style, and you could have it melted down for a lot of cash.
And I've had a handful of sterling silver Italian Omega chains, and I've sold every one of those.
Yeah, see, yeah.
I do like that pendant. It's an interesting,
I think I'd like that pendant on a different chain.
Yes. Yeah, I would definitely do that on a different chain. All right, this is awesome. Check this out.
That's awesome. Oh, God, look at that. Yeah.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
That's really gorgeous. All hand beadwork. in the Sioux Native American style. I don't know if it's actually made by the Sioux, but that's a very nice. Oh, look at that.
So I think I've seen this before, and this is, I want to say it's a headpiece, right? Or a hair.
Yeah, you put your hair in it, sort of like, you put a ponytail, then you can stick it through.
Yeah.
Gotta have a good amount of hair to do it. That's very nice. And look at the beadwork still in perfect shape.
So beautiful.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Not one broken spot on there.
No.
And I like the leather color on the back. Really nice leather.
Yeah, the leather's nice too. Wow.
Very nice piece.
That's a winner. You had some really good winners in this box already.
Yes, these are awesome. I love it.
On the card. Doesn't it get you excited when it's on the card?
Yes, I don't have to package it then, right?
Right. And recycling and the whole idea of repurposing all of this material, all this packaging material, I'm sure many of you, whether you're a reseller or not a reseller, just for your, whether you're reselling it for your business, or you're saying just for my life, you've really got to hang on to some of this stuff, because a lot of this packaging material, first of all, very expensive, and also we have to think about the environment.
Right. And a lot of people like the original packaging as well.
Yeah.
All right. I don't see any markings on these.
Surgical steel post?
I think so.
Yeah.
It looks like it to me.
That looks better. That looks pretty nice.
It does. All right. Those diamond looking ones are in glass, and the top one is not making any movements.
Yeah, it's glass. But still, it's a nice look. It's a nice design.
And my first pair.
Yeah, that's a nice piece. Sort of glass, but in the color of garnets.
Yes, I like that a lot.
I like that.
All right, I've got the single, kind of that flat gold matte look.
Is it scratched anywhere?
It's not scratched, but I can see.
I hope you find the pair.
I do too. Those are definitely popular style.
Yeah. That's nice. I like that.
All right, some more earrings. This gold.
I like that too. That gold sort of
like
brick.
That design.
Yeah, it looks like the gold plating is pretty nice.
It is. It is gold plating. There was some of it's coming off the ear.
Yeah. Gotta hope for the pair. Hope for the pair.
Yes, I say that all the time. I hope for the pair. Ooh, this is pretty heavy.
Yeah, I like that.
It almost feels like waxy.
Oh.
It's interesting texture to it. The different jewels in there.
It's too bad it's so short.
It is. It's very short.
Yeah. That's too bad it's so short.
Choker collarbone style.
Yeah.
No markings on these clasps that I can see. It's just very interesting, the texture on it.
So was it? Wow.
It almost feels like wax.
A lot of detail. It probably is wax. Probably resin.
Okay, resin. Yeah.
Probably is resin. So inexpensive to make, but the one more step of them putting a coating over it, like a clear coat over it, would have really done a lot for that piece.
It would have, because it's sticky. Like when you stick, it's very sticky if you touch it.
So then you don't really want to wear it. So then I always say, could it be an accessory for a pocketbook?
Oh, that's a great idea. Or even like a book bag.
Yeah. Could it be a handbag or a book bag accessory? And maybe you'd have to just do a little creative thinking on it.
Right. I was thinking, maybe shorten it into like a keychain.
Right. Something like that. Or many keychains.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
You take one of the big beads and one of the small beads but again, that's for creative people.
Yes. Yes. It's definitely, that's where a lot of the weight of that box came from. I'll tell you that much.
Oh, okay. So that's heavy. So it's resin. Oh, wow.
Oh, look at this.
Talk about size. Holy moly.
Yeah, this is massive. All right. I do see a marking. Let's see what it says. All right. Napier again.
Yeah. See, I have so that could be for a scarf. That could be a scarf, and that could also go on a coat. I have a cousin who would definitely wear that on a coat. But
I would think it would go on a coat. Definitely would look really great on a coat.
Pretty big. And then sometimes people will actually deal with that big pieces like that with a scarf that, is big around your neck. And then you have this big,
Yeah, the chunkier, bigger scarves. That would look great on there too.
I think I'd go coat though, like you.
I do too. Yeah, because that, I mean, that's a big brooch there.
Yeah,
I haven't gotten a brooch from Napier like that before.
that's big.
It really is. Oh, I love a sparkly bead and an owl.
Yeah. Oh, and it's an owl. Yay.
All animal things tend to sell well for me.
Well, owls specifically, if you watch my Real Bargains, there
Mhm.
was an owl that brought a whole lot of cash, let me tell you. And the person who found the Real Bargain actually just said, I only bought it because it had an owl, and people like to buy owls.
They
Owls,
do.
owls, frogs, bunny rabbits. There are a couple
Pigs.
of them.
People love
Yeah.
pigs.
Pigs. Yes, people love
And
pigs and
birds.
bears. Yeah. A lot of
Yeah, that's a
different
nice one. I might have to give that one to my daughter as well. I'm starting her a pile.
That's nice. She's a lucky girl.
She is. I tell her, I'm like, she doesn't know. I want to say this is a mood. It looks like one of those mood changing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's so fun. I still
Another
have
one
my
from Maggie.
mood ring from the very, very late 70s. Those were always fun. The colors would change. So,
Yes, I loved those when I was younger, and
Yeah,
my
they're
daughter and my sons love it too.
that's fun.
All right, now we have
Oh,
some more stretch band. That's not too stretchy.
okay.
Got some of those different splattered look
Yeah.
beads.
Beads.
And I would sell these, like maybe sell these in a group together.
Yeah. You get a bunch. Yeah. I know that a lot of folks like that. They tell me I like to see 3 or 4 together.
Yes.
I know I'm getting some variety when I buy something. That's nice. Is that a clip-on earring?
It is a clip-on earring. I don't see any markings. But I like the jewels on there.
Yeah, nice crystals there.
Yep.
Yep.
Staying down low. But I like the color on that blue.
And there's nothing better than the Presidium. You got to use it.
Oh, I love my Presidium. Best advice I think you've ever given me was telling me to get that Presidium.
Well, it's easier. It makes it all easy.
That's
That's for your daughter. That's a fun. She can trade it with her friends. And
yes, you know that's going in Maggie's pile.
Yeah.
All right, this reminds me of the Swarovski crystals, but obviously it's a knockoff of those.
That seems more like QVC, Home Shopping, Joan Rivers. That's what it feels like. Yeah, one of those because of. I think part of it is because of the magnet.
Yes.
But the magnet, while it sometimes indicates a lower quality maker, it is useful. They are easier to work with. Yeah.
Right. And especially for my little ones, like my little girl, this is something really easy. She can put on and off by herself.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good looking piece, though.
I think so, too. Definitely. I've resold one of those that were very similar to that. It didn't have the jewel, but it had the same magnetic, and it sold very quickly, too.
Well, there you go.
It's a stretchy. I'm thinking magnetic. Yes.
Yeah.
Again,
that's another simple thing you should have around. Take a refrigerator magnet, get a magnet. Your magnet's quite good, but get a magnet, get some of the tools that you need to do all the treasure hunting.
I agree.
And don't invest $1 million.
I'm just going to dump this all out for us. All the little bits. All right, another one of those mesh.
Oh, only it's an earring, but mesh. Huh. Okay.
This mesh with like Swarovski look, but not Swarovski.
Yeah. No, that's
not too many matches today so far.
No. Maybe the next box.
Yes. But hey, I do collect single earrings too, so I can't complain.
1980 stick pin.
With the rose.
The clip at the bottom is the telltale sign.
All right, this looks like maybe a paperweight.
Looks like not a charm.
No, not a charm. It's got a flat bottom too. Like it could stand.
Yeah, I guess. A little figure. Little, the Virgin Mary or Saint Bernadette or somebody. Yeah.
It's not magnetic either.
Okay.
All right, looks like we have another one, a swan. This one's heavy.
Yeah.
Fairly heavy.
More like there's not a slit in the back, right? There's not a slit in between for like a card for a dinner table.
No.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so those are, you can collect different little figurines.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever sold any of these before, so I don't really have too much information on something like this.
So that's probably just a cast base metal. They're
Hmm.
usually made in Asia. Sometimes they're made in New York in the early 20th century, but not going to be worth too much, under $5, I would say.
It'd be a fun jewelry jar piece.
Yeah.
All right,
Apple for the
apple pin.
teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little teacher gift, right?
All right, let's see.
And a love knot.
Love knot. Okay, so there's a smooth side. It looks like it's got that Trifari charm.
Nice. It's nice.
So nice Trifari. And what year is that, Dr. Lori?
No, that's going to be later. So that's going to be the late 80s into the 2000s.
Okay.
Yep.
I like
Nice.
the love knot though. And definitely
love
Trifari always sells.
Sure it does. Brand names sell. And then
I
that
love
has
your
that
page
that
on the
has that diminutive small little pendant in style too.
Yes. All right. We have some jewels here. Looks like there might be a marking on the backing though. No marks on there, but this one says 925 sterling, but this does not look 925 sterling.
I don't think that. Well, it has holes.
It does.
Yeah, that could be plate, silver plate, but I don't think that's sterling.
Got some jewels in there. We'll test them. Why not?
Yeah, that's glass.
Glass. All right. Looks like a little ring. Maybe it was attached to something else.
Yeah.
Very small.
Very small. Okay, so that's a kitty box.
Yes. All right. Little earrings. Some more single earrings to go through. This one kind of looks sterling. Oh, not so much.
Yeah, you can always tell from the back.
Mm-hmm.
If you see those striations, sort of those little stripes, it's usually not sterling.
Right.
Yeah.
And you taught me that, and it's been super helpful to have that information.
Good. Oh, cute. Little
Got
teardrop
sparkles in there. We do have a 925 mark.
And you do have the open elements at the back, the holes in the back.
Right.
That usually they're trying to let light in.
Oh, okay.
So that the actual stones will sparkle more.
And they do. They definitely sparkle in here.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be anything, but they try to give a little more light to, a stone that's kind of not all that, doesn't have that much fire. So that's the idea. Not bad.
I have never known that about. I was always wondering what that was or why they leave those holes. Single earring. I don't see any markings on it, but glass again.
That moved a little though.
It did, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Okay, Leah Sophia.
Oh, okay. Leah Sophia. Those are nice. You could also take the earring portion hook off and make it a very small pendant.
And I do that very often.
Get a jump ring and do that. That I think is a nice color, faceted, nice color blue.
It is a very beautiful blue.
Yeah.
That light tone. And it feels plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, like you were saying, just that like
warm and slick.
Yep.
And these are some of the things you just want to kind of put in your memory banks.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you can kind of go, oh, okay. And even if you miss one or you're not sure, you can always go back to it and say, I got to try this again and see what she means by warm and slick kind of thing,
And I agree, getting your hands on it. It really does help.
Yes.
The sense of touch. It's the best way I've been learning.
Yep. Okay, and the position of the post is important. People don't always realize that. Notice how this post is in the center of the earring. Mm-hmm. About 85% of people who get their ears pierced, they are not actually straight, right? So one is pierced here and one is pierced here. That's an exaggeration, but basically, that can happen. So the position of the post will matter. If that earring has a post and it's at the top of the earring, it'll fall differently and it'll actually show if your ears are pierced and they're incorrectly pierced. It's hard to get it straight. A lot of people do it and they're experts at it and they get it straight when they pierce your ears, but a lot of people don't. So the central post is something that a lot of women look for because the holes in their pierced ears are not equal or straight.
Well, mine are not straight, so that is great to know.
So if you have the central post on a pair of earrings like this, it will hide the fact that one of your holes is higher or lower than the other.
And this one actually says Monet.
Yeah. And I was going to say it's probably going to be a brand name or a pretty good piece of costume jewelry because they realize that this is an issue. And this is sort of being in the trenches, as they say, right?
Yeah.
So my tips come up because I'm in the trenches. And that's what we see with a piece like this. So
all right. And lastly,
that's something to market. That's something to note in your listings.
And lastly, we have the Be Free pendant.
Oh, look at that.
Let's see if it's magnetic. It's not magnetic.
Not magnetic. Surprised.
Me too. I was waiting for that magnet to pull on it. Yeah, I don't see any markings.
Well, it could be 800 parts per 1,000 silver. Could be something like that.
Okay.
Nice though.
I could be cleaned up.
That's pretty simple. That might be that might be also a student jewelry maker kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I know I made jewelry in college. I took a course in jewelry making and my stuff didn't look great. But it's fun to do.
Well, that was an awesome box, Dr. Lori.
Awesome box. Awesome.
Found some really great pieces. Definitely some of those vintage name brands I love. Some pearls. This amazing piece I can't get over.
Yeah. Well, you might have to just treat yourself and keep that for yourself.
Oh, it's going to be so hard not to. Gorgeous piece.
Okay, you guys, so that is going to do it for our video today. I want to give a huge thank you to Dr. Lori and her team for helping with the collaboration of this video. I also want to encourage you guys to check out her YouTube channel and her website where you guys can find awesome reseller tips and antique appraisal deals. And if you are interested in this monthly giveaway with our lovely jewelry jar, be sure to check the description below where you can find out how to enter and to win. Thank you all for your guys' love, knowledge, and support for this channel. And until next time.